When he printed Fans Bid Kid Adieu in 1960, the editor of The New Yorker called it the best piece about baseball they had ever published. On the afternoon of September 28, 1960, 28-year-old John Updike, Harvard class of 1954, sat behind third base on a cold, foreboding, and uninspirational day to witness the final game in the storied career of Ted Williams, outfielder for the hometown Red Sox. In describing the events of that afternoon, Updike penned a masterpiece that, more than 50 years later, fills me with the inspiration and courage to seek admission to Mr. Updike's alma mater. Fenway Park in Boston is a lyric little bandbox of a ballpark. Everything is painted green like the inside of an old peeping-type Easter egg. So begins a short story of singular stature within the two worlds I love most, those of baseball and writing. Baseball is at the center of Updike's story, just as baseball has been the heartbeat of my life. But the quality of Updike's writing takes the reader beyond the ordinary recap of a ballgame. Updike takes us on a journey that is emotionally evocative. Sitting at my desk, a sharp yellow pencil pinched between my fingers, I strive to write like Updike. When I write, I am more. I am more focused, more uninhibited, more open to new ideas, more sleuth than scribe. Since the age of 4, I've played and loved baseball. Through the years, I've heard the phrase, baseball is a game of failure, countless times, and the longer I play, the truer this statement becomes. When a hitter digs his spikes into the batter's box, the odds tell us that he will fail 70% of the time. Baseball players are oxen. When faced with adversity, they must bow their heads and plow forward. Through years of training, triumph, and defeat, I've learned that there are patches of success, yet a ball player may never become lackadaisical, for if he does, the game will swallow him up. Updike wrote, Ted Williams was always coming back. Back from Korea, back from a broken collarbone, a shattered elbow, a bruised heel, back from drastic bouts of flu and toe mine poisoning. Hardly a season went by without some enfeebling mishap, yet he always came back. Ted Williams has inspired me to fight through adversity. He's given me the strength to bounce back from strikeouts and hand surgeries, bad games and a broken foot. Baseball is a game of failure, but with constant preparation and the right mindset, each day is an opportunity to succeed. In the last months of his life, Updike contemplated why he was drawn to Ted Williams. Romances sneak up on us. Once, at the age of 12, on the awninged porch of a pal's house in Shillington, Pennsylvania, I found myself holding a board game card marked Williams. You fitted the card onto his spinner, flicked the arrow, and advanced a token base runner. That day began the romance, whose last act was my attending a Cloudy Day contest in late September 1960 in Fenway Park. The romance of writing snuck up on me. From the time I was very young, I loved to read, but reading is meandering in a garden curated by someone else. Writing is logging the timber, clearing the underbrush, leveling the land, and tilling the soil. Even after the seeds are planted and the carrots begin to sprout, a writer spends hours removing the weeds, and is constantly surprised to find the ones they missed the first time. Like baseball, writing is a struggle punctuated by frequent failure, but there are aha moments when paragraphs flow, or I find the perfect words. In the bottom of the eighth, Williams came to bat. In Updike's words, almost certainly his last time to come to the plate in Fenway Park. Updike captures the tumult and tension of the moment as the crowd girds itself for either elation or ennui. Williams, who flew missions in World War II and Korea, meets the moment by ending his career with a spectacular home run. In a lifetime of momentous achievements, Williams' capstone home run stands out because Updike found the words in which to immortalize it. That is what great writing can do. Though we thumped, wept, and chanted, he did not come back. The papers said that the other players and even the umpires begged him to come out and acknowledge us in some way, but he refused. Gods do not answer letters. I will never be a Williams, and I'm certainly no Updike. I'm a kid from Seattle who loves baseball and writing. I find unbridled joy in the challenge of hunting and pecking for a better way, to build my endurance, to recognize an off-speed pitch, to write with alacrity but edit with dour efficiency, and to spend more time finding the right turn of phrase than it takes to hit an entire bucket of baseballs. Baseball is played between the foul lines. Writing is much different. There are no boundaries, only the limits of one's imagination. While baseball appeals to my sense of order and tradition, writing unlocks my personality, stretches my imagination, and lets me reach further. When I write well, I can reach so far that I touch others. Updike touched me by artfully blending keen observation, historical reference, imagery, and the brilliance of Williams' performance. Updike's writing pulled me back in time to the afternoon of September 28, 1960. I am there now. I am the audience that came to Fenway, and I am thumping, weeping, and chanting. I want you to hear me. Updike, Williams, Fenway. This essay is a love letter to Harvard. It does not work for any other institution. It is my final opportunity to grab your attention. Gods do not answer letters. We will never know if Williams heard the fans that day, but I'm hopeful that you hear me.